afternoon, UNF. I'm Kayla Beckman.
And I'm Amal Kamal. You're watching UNF Weekly, where we bring you up-to-date news happening around our campus and Jacksonville.
A personal finance presentation was given Wednesday in the Student Union to teach students about managing their money. Joe Hellriegel has more. Basic financial information can go a long way. That's what Betty Adams says, a member of Community First Credit Union's Financial Literacy Committee, and is a professor here at UNF. She teaches students about personal finance and how to control their money. Students walk in eager to learn about loans, credit cards, and more. They take notes, making sure to obtain all the information that will be critical in their near future. The PowerPoint lecture. Then why is there a prompter?
And more. They take notes, making sure to obtain all of the information that will be critical in their near future. The PowerPoint lecture is made to catch students up on information they have missed earlier in life. Students fill out worksheets while keeping up with their lecture. A full room of students are here not by force, but by choice. Some students are here for extra credit, others because they want to learn. But it's not all about money. Pizza was given at the end of the lecture before leaving. Adams says she feels this is important because some students haven't taken any finance classes yet.
This is a program that was started several years ago to try to let teens and young adults about basic financial information so that they can make better financial decisions. We think it's information that students need. Sometimes they get it in high school, but a lot of times they do not.
Adams feels this financial information is important to students for later on in their life when they're trying to buy a car or even a house. She encourages students to enroll in more financial classes or attend more financial lectures. Joe Hellriegel, UNF Weekly.
Adams did say that UNF does offer a personal finance class with no prerequisites this spring.
A new code of conduct has been established only for UNF's Coggin College of Business. Coggin's Code of Conduct was a unanimous vote by the Student Leadership Advisory Board. It was adopted on March 25, 2011 and created by Sichao Ni. Ni said that the Dean of Business personally gave him this challenge.
We had a new dean for Coggin College of Business, Dr. A.J. Samant, and at the first meeting of the group that I run, which is the Student Leadership Advisory Board, an organization that oversees all 13 of our wonderful Coggin College of Business student organizations, he came in and spoke to us, and he provided a challenge for us.
The director of the college, Cheryl Campbell, also commented. She said since the student created the code, it will help a lot.
The goal after graduation is to use your degree to get a job, but as some students say, this is not an easy task.
It's scary nowadays because you never know if you're going to lose your job or not. I mean, I've only had my job for 2 years now, but there's still a chance that I could actually lose it.
In my field, there's not many positions, and so all the ones that were there are taken by more experienced people who have been in the field for 10 years. And especially since a lot of people got fired because of the bad economy, it makes it a lot harder because there's so many more people out there that are more experienced than I am. I feel that once the economy picks up, more and more jobs will become available. Right now I'm just working at a restaurant waiting tables, and it's kind of hard because I still have to pay back my student loans because I've been out of school more than 6 months. It's pretty tough right now. I'm thinking about going back to school just so I can have a edge on other people in the field.
It's one reason why I moved back in with my parents was to, try and get rid of some of the costs. I don't pay rent anymore. I don't pay utilities. I give them money every now and then, but it's still pretty tough, even living with them. But I try to make do with what I have.
If you're looking for help finding a job, check out the Osprey Job Fair.
It's Tuesday, September 20th from noon to 4 p.m. So, Kayla, do you think you're going to head down to the college fair?
You know, I probably will. I've talked to a lot of students who said they've made great connections at job fairs. So I definitely think I'm going to have to check that out.
I agree. I think it's a great opportunity.
But going from work to hula hooping, have you ever hula hooped before?
Well, I've embarrassed myself quite a bit as a child, but I haven't done it since.
If you want to see some real hula hoopers, Sarah Gojekian talked to some pretty interesting folks.
This is how the hula hoop started, way back in the 1950s. And this is what it is today. The girl in the fire-breathing hoop is student and hooper Kate Denton. She fire hoops here every Friday and Saturday night at Club Litz in downtown Jacksonville. Friends in the music scene got her started.
My boyfriend and I started going to music festivals together, and I had never seen hula hooping like at a trick level, you know, doing professional stuff. And I saw it and was like, I feel like I could do that. The way I was introduced to hula hooping at music festivals, just like this free form of exercise, like now it really is just like my total passion.
But fire hooping is more than just a passion, it's a job. And she's got plenty of people asking, what is going on?
I've got a lot of really good response from it. Like, definitely, I've never seen this before. People are weirded out by it, but then they're like, that's really awesome. It's just like a really new thing in Jacksonville, so getting myself out there has been tricky, but then easy at the same time. It's just really starting to pan out for me.
As things kind of go out, sometimes they come back.
Terry Gillis owns Creative Oddities in Jacksonville Beach. It's a gift shop she opened 10 years ago. One of her items, custom hula hoops. She makes them with beads, bells, and lights, all in a few hours. Gillis says more and more girls are coming in for them, a trend she expects to grow. She first noticed the trend at music festivals.
It looked like it was a lot of fun. And I started asking some questions, you know, and they said, oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know, you can dance with it, you know, it's great exercise. Being at the festivals and seeing that people have them there and everything, you know, encourages people to, you know, say, hey, can I try it, you know, or, you know, music moves people. So.
For Kate Denton, her gig at Club Lit pays well, but it's not just about the money. She's also a University of North Florida student, one of many student hoopers on campus.
It's kind of like what keeps hula hooping fun for me, because it is now work too, but going to school and having that core group of girls that hula hoops every day is like pretty awesome. And it's like not an official club on campus, but there's so many girls that are into hula hooping now.
The hoopers got the word then and now, proving that culture comes full circle. Sarah Gojekian, Inside Jacksonville.
Oh my gosh, I would say that's harder than it looks, but it looks impossible.
It does look impossible. You know, I've tried that before, and I just ended up making an absolute fool out of myself, so never again.
Coming up.
One UNF student got the chance to take a tour of Sally's Corporation.
Because sometimes, even the rescuers need to be rescued. So just call the Coast Guard Foundation. Find out how you can help at rescuetherescuers.org.
911.
Yes, water is all in the house. The roof is completely caved in on us. We need emergency assistance, please.
Okay, man, we can't respond right now because of the condition of the hurricane.
All of our neighbors evacuated and everyone is gone. Please tell me what to do.
Now I'm in a wheelchair and water's coming in. Is there any way I might be able to get an ambulance help?
The roof is coming in on us. We're going to die in this house if we don't get some help.
Unfortunately, we cannot send anybody out in the storm right now.
When my parents got divorced, I had to be there for my mother. She had a daughter going to college. She was trying to get her degree herself. We ended up finding about federal student aid. I think you can dream big and you can think about what you want to do with your life, but eventually you're going to have to, you know, build that bridge to the next step. Federal student aid was that bridge. My name is Ben, and this is my story.
Need help planning and paying for college? Learn more at college.gov.
Winter makes you sad, remember. It's always a nice time of year. You're closer to what matters most. There's no time like now to show you how I feel.
Invite someone to Florida and keep our future sunny. Visit sharealittle.sunshine.org.
Every week here on UNF Weekly, we'll take a look at a student that has excelled in a particular area. Chris Jones has this week's Student Spotlight.
Combs is a talented UNF student. McCombs builds massive art structures for the Sally Corporation. McCombs displays his artwork as well as giving us a tour of the company.
Sally Corporation is a really great place. Sally's been in operation for 35 years here in Jacksonville, Florida, and what they do is they build animatronic robots and theme park dark rides. And what a dark ride is a structured, storied ride where people sit in a car with a lap bar and they'll go around through these multiple scenes, and usually they're designed to scare or entertain. What Sally did is they revolutionized the industry by making them interactive. So you run around, you don't run around, you ride along in the car through 10 to 12 scenes with laser guns and you shoot pop-up targets. And so Sally makes these huge rides for Legoland and all sorts of theme parks all over the country. And I was able to work there all summer long. And it really helped out with the creative process and showed me an industry that previously I'd had no real experience in.
McCombs takes us on a tour of this place and shows us some of the work he did, like the animatronics of this Pharaoh character.
I've been building robots since I was a freshman in high school, so I've been making things for a really long time. Just until recently, they've been other people's projects.
The Sally Corporation is downtown. Anyone can take a tour. McCombs wraps our trip up with the sculpture work and a dinosaur roar.
If you would like to see a particular student profiled in our Student Spotlight, you can contact us at staff@unf-tv.com.
The UNF Student Union is the place to be for students looking to kick back after a long day of studying. Student Union's East and West buildings are filled with places to take a well-needed break, like the convenient campus bookstore and the wide variety of food venues. We spoke with sophomore Nick Rue, who says there are many forms of entertainment in the East Building game room.
Pool over there, you can play games right here, there, and there, and there, sometimes. And that's about it. You can do. You can play ping pong, anything you want to do here.
The Student Union is also home to after-hours activities. Osprey Productions hosts free movie nights in the auditorium and open mic nights in the Boathouse Grill.
Ever wonder what all the commotion is down at the Student Union on Wednesdays? Vendors, small businesses, and on-campus groups are set up by our Student Union every Wednesday for what is called Market Day. Market days are an opportunity for students to shop, socialize, eat, and learn more about local organizations and school functions. Market Day coordinators say there are many ways to take advantage of different opportunities offered on Market Day.
Grown a lot in a lot of different ways. Clubs come out there. Some clubs recruit volunteers, like Garbage on the Green, for instance, happens in October, and they use Market Day as a way to recruit volunteers for them. So people find different ways to use Market Day, different ways to promote themselves through Market Day, and it's really taken off. We really like it.
The Market Day tradition is one that anyone would enjoy and takes place each and every Wednesday, so don't miss the next one on September 21st. We'll be right back with sports.
Struggled, and it was assumed that, well, I would go to college, I would have to pay for it myself. My mother worked in college administration, and she knew about federal student aid. I don't think I quite realized what a huge deal actually graduating was. Federal student aid definitely made that happen. My name is Charlie, and this is my story.
Need help planning and paying for college? Learn more at college.gov.
Get up to a 100% scholarship to college and up to $60,000 in assistance. Get paid to learn valuable job skills. Maybe make an extra 20 grand when you join. All while you serve your community and your country. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Gotta get a plan. Hurricane season. Gotta get a plan.
Okay, Professor Tinkermeister. FloridaDisaster.org is the place to get it. It says we need enough supplies for at least 3 days.
To the duplicator then. We need food.
We need an evacuation plan. Get a map. Don't forget the water. I got the plan, Professor. Professor! We've got a plan. Does your family have one?
Can Johnson make this? If he does, this is the biggest upset of the season.
Are you kidding me? That was a sure bet. I can't pay rent. How am I gonna pay my tuition? How am I even gonna cover that? Am I gonna have to move back home? My parents are going to kill me.
You can't control the game, you don't call the plays. Don't throw it away. Betting on sports can cost you what matters most. Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Well, football season is in the air. Many people have the dilemma of what to do on their Sundays.
Award-winning reporter Ed Coker has the story.
It's officially football season. That means church-going NFL fans face a dilemma. Go to church or go to the game. He may not look like it, but diehard tailgater John Short does both.
Yeah, we have a 5:30 service on Saturday evening, so that way I'm able to still attend church and then make it here for the Sunday games and everything.
John is a church greeter and a tailgate organizer, but other churchgoers may have different plans.
Some of them do, and of course I think some of them just skip the church on Sunday, but that's their own preference, you know. I prefer to go. I was raised that way, and I make sure I get to church every week because I know I need it.
But is John the exception or the rule? An answer to this question can be found not too far from Everbank Field.
He was lost and is found.
Meet Father Fred Park. He's the pastor at Assumption Catholic Church on the south side. His parish has a pretty nice backyard. He knows there's definitely something different on NFL Sundays.
Because we have that many masses, there's no question it changes though during the football season. You know, the 12 o'clock, the noon mass is definitely different when there's a game, without a doubt.
Father Fred says church attendance shifts during football season, but
the collection and the number of communions we distribute total for the weekend doesn't really change. So that's how I know that they're still coming. Right. They just pick different times.
And for those who might miss the game, the temptation to pull out your smartphone to check the scores will always be there.
You know, I notice people's cell phones going off sometimes when they're not supposed to, but sometimes I think to myself, that better be God or the Pope, otherwise calling. But no, I don't see that too much.
Ultimately, it's a personal choice on how to spend one Sunday. Some skip church, others don't. But many, just like John Short, find a way to fulfill both. Even Jaguar players find time on the field to recognize a higher power.
And coming up in sports, we'll see what the Jaguars had to say about their big win this weekend. We'll have high school football updates for you, and we'll see what's going on in the world of sports here at UNF. Stay tuned.
Hurricanes are a fact of life in Florida. If you have a disability or special medical needs, you need to have a plan for when these storms threaten.
Think the process through, write out your plan, and share your plan with family members or friends. You should be prepared to care for yourself independently for at least 2 weeks.
Florida's Division of Emergency Management's website, FloridaDisaster.org, has a planning tool to help you and family members create your plan. It takes just a few minutes, and you can better protect yourself when a hurricane threatens.
I had to stop going to community college because my mom was unable to work, so I had to pick up the slack. I found out about the federal student aid program through my English teacher. When I first had the news that I received money, I ran downstairs and I showed my mother, and she was happy, so she started crying. My goal is to finish college and get my degree in journalism. My name is Jared, and this is my story.
Need help planning and paying for college? Learn more at college.gov.
I wasn't born to sit behind a desk. In fact, I wasn't born to sit at all. I was born to take action, to seize opportunities, I was born to use my strength and intelligence to protect my country. Right where it matters most. America's doorstep. I was born ready.
Go coastguard.com/reserve.
When I joined the Florida National Guard, I never thought I'd be saving lives.
It's more than money for college. It's built my character and given me a sense of accomplishment. The Guard opened the door for me. Now I'm on a career path, and I'm the leader of my team.
I put on the uniform, and I have a whole new outlook on life. Country, community, family. That's what matters most to me. If that matters to you, go to 1-800-GO-GUARD.com.
Welcome back. I'm Joe Helrigal with your UNF Weekly Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars opened the 2011 season at home on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans with a new starting quarterback under center. Following the release of David Garrard, journeyman Luke McCowan stepped into the starting role. And while McCowan isn't about to be confused with Tom Brady or Drew Brees, he did lead the Jags to victory by using his arm to hand off the ball to running back Maurice Jones-Drew. Jones-Drew found the end zone in the first quarter on a 21-yard blast up the middle to give the Jags an early 7-0 lead. The end zone proved elusive for the Jags the rest of the way as the stalled drives forced the team to settle for a trio of Josh Scobie field goals. The Jags defense pitched a first-half shutout, but an 80-yard touchdown pass from former Seahawks quarterback Matt Hasselbeck to Kenny Britt late in the third quarter cut the Jags' lead to just 6. In spite of some late-game tension, McCowan, with plenty of help from the defense, treated the faithful at Everbank Field to a 16-14 season opening victory. Now let's take a look at some key players in the game. Titans quarterback Matt Hasselbeck threw for 263 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception in his Tennessee debut. While the Jags were led by running back Maurice Jones-Drew, Jones-Drew just missed the 100-yard mark with 97 yards on 24 carries and the team's only touchdown. Josh Scobie's 3 field goals included a 48-yarder as the team rallied and overcame the late change at quarterback to start the season on a winning note.
Our guys played tough. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got things we've got to clean up, but it was sure a nice victory for us, for our home crowd. And did some good things. You know, anytime you start the game with a sack on defense and end it with an interception, it's going to be a pretty good day for you. So
Obviously, when I walked off the field, I go, man, it really doesn't matter how I played today. You know, at the end of the day, it was about winning.
We won a game. Obviously, I was unhappy, but we won. At the end of the day, we won. We're 1-0, which a lot of you guys didn't think we were going to do, right? So let's be realistic. We did something that no one in this world thought we were going to do. Luke came out and played well. The receivers played well. Our defense played excellent coming out the break. Even the first play to get a sack was huge by Matt Ross. So that was big in the end of the game on a pick by Lowry, who we just traded for. I mean, we're making moves in the right direction. We're heading in the right direction.
Jones-Drew said he wasn't happy with how many carries he was allowed, but said he was still happy about the win for the team. Well, high school football is now underway in Jacksonville, and rivalries are heating up. High school football is now underway in Jacksonville. The Paxton Eagles visited Atlantic Coast High School for the Stingrays home opener. In the first quarter, running back Brandon Finkley on the Wildcat takes it into the end zone to give the Atlantic Coast a 7-0 lead. And in the second half, Paxton quarterback Andres Flores is pressured and sacked as Atlantic Coast's Carlos Rodriguez takes it in for the score. Atlantic Coast would go on to win this one by a final of 49-0. What a shutout it was. But next up, it's Wolfson at Sandalwood. Both teams honored the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks at halftime. In the third quarter, Sandalwood's Parker Bain takes it on the quarterback keeper for a touchdown. The route is on in the fourth. Tyrell Washington finds the end zone on the ground. Sandalwood rolls 42-3. We will have high school football coverage throughout the season. University of Florida linebacker Dee Finley is no longer facing a felony charge after his arrest in Gainesville on Monday. University police stopped Finley after he drove his scooter around a barricade at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. Finley tried to leave the scene after refusing to give his information to police, but when police tried to stop Finley, he pushed the officer's wrist away. Finley finally complied after he was threatened by a taser. Police initially charged Finley with resisting arrest with violence, a third-degree felony, but the charge was reduced to resisting arrest without violence after the state attorney's office consulted with police on Tuesday. Team spokesman Steve McLean says head football coach Will Muschamp is aware of the situation and will handle the situation internally. Coming up, we'll take a look how women's volleyball did in their latest tournament. Plus, we'll tell you how to get involved around campus and have fun doing it. Stay tuned.
No matter what stage of life you're in, buying a home is always one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. And a licensed real estate agent, like me, should be there to guide and protect you every step of the way. Remember, only licensed real estate agents have the state-required classroom training to make sure that your interests are fully protected. After all, no matter how many homes you buy, avoiding problems never gets old. So visit myfloridalicense.com or call this number to check the status of your agent's license.
Get up to a 100% scholarship to college and up to $60,000 in assistance. Get paid to learn valuable job skills. Maybe make an extra 20 grand when you join. All while you serve your community and your country. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Hi, my name is Rochelle Atienza, and I'm a mechanical engineering student here at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. It's a really nice campus. There's always things going on here. There's always activities to do. UNF has really allowed me to take my education beyond the books by allowing me to design labs and to educate other students about that particular topic. I made the best choice when I chose UNF to get my engineering degree. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.
University of North Florida in Jacksonville. I love the fact that UNF has small class sizes because I'm able to have a personal relationship with my professors. The Coggin College of Business afforded me opportunities to go on study abroad trips. My study abroad experience was amazing. I was able to learn about other cultures and also business operations in that country. UNF, no one like you, no place like this.